lucky as hell because they should have been gone. They should have been out of here. But hey, they move on.
Well, you know,
I would say this. I would say this when I watch Texas Tech and they flash during the game, the camera over to the fucking coach for Texas Tech, and that motherfucker had a blank look on his face. He didn't know what the fuck to do. He like.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hood Report Podcast. Got some good stuff for you guys today. Here we are with our 4 or 5 hosts, I should say. I'm Nina. You know, we're back here again with some good topics for you guys. So let's get started with today. So the stage is set for the 2025 NCAA Men's Final Four, featuring the Powerhouse program. So we got Duke Blue Devils, we got Florida Gators, Auburn Tigers, and Houston Cougars. So in this episode, we're analyzing the thrilling journeys of these top Sikhs, highlighting standout performances, pivotal moments that led them to San Antonio. So we're going to get started with just a little recap. So we're going to talk about the Final Four a little bit here. So let's get started with one of our wonderful hosts we have here today. How about we start with Tweety and give us kind of a little bit of a recap about the Final Four, and then everyone chime on in.
Mr. America's team, here we go.
All right, America. Shit. All right, America. Let's get it. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the America. All right, y'all know what time it is. It's time for the America's team, the Duke Blue Devils.
Yeah, whatever.
Ooh. It was 85-65 against those Alabama rolling tide.
There you go.
Let me say this. Duke ain't shit. Alabama just played stupid as fuck. Alabama played the dumbest game I've seen.
No, Duke, their defense was outstanding against Alabama.
Well, actually, like I told y'all before, Duke was in the weakest bracket. The number 2 seed was Alabama, and that's just a bad matchup for Alabama against Duke. Duke is way too long. Alabama is too small, so that was just a good matchup. Look, they wanted Duke in the goddamn Final Four, and goddamn it, that's what they got.
Absolutely, 100%, Martin.
The networks are happy about it.
Well,
what I'm gonna tell you, when I watched the game, I'll tell you it was the dumbest called game by a coach ever, because going into the game, Alabama hit 25 threes the game before. You come into this game knowing that Duke have a longer team to play good defense, that they're going to get out on 3-point shots. And Alabama comes in with the same game plan when they should have been going to the basket to get Duke on their heels and then shooting threes. Stupid. It was dumb.
Well, I told y'all in the beginning that all 4 number 1 seeds was going to the Final Four. Told y'all in the beginning.
Hey, you know what? I laughed at you. Because look, well, we all laughed at you because that's the first time that happened since 2008.
Exactly.
So but look, you got lucky. Hey, look, a dead clock is wrong one time a day. So I'm just saying.
Right.
Now,
twice a day. Yep.
Yeah,
that's it.
Twice a day. Yeah, twice.
Now, what I would say to that though is, too bad he didn't pick none of the motherfuckers because he 1-4 on his picks. So if he had picked the fucking Final Four team, he might be better than 1-4. But anyway,
I picked America's team, Duke Blue Devils, to go to the Final Four. I picked them to win the championship this year.
There you go. Okay. All right. We're gonna roll with
all
that.
Right. Well. Here we are. You know,
black people turning over in their grave. Black people turning over in their fucking grave.
You ain't lying.
With this motherfucker saying America's team. But anyway,
you ain't bullshit. Well, I stuck my neck out there last week on them goddamn Spartans,
and the motherfucker got chopped.
Knowing damn well I had no business fucking with them some bitches. You right,
and
right?
The motherfucker got chopped.
No business. And they was in the game, and they never had a chance from the start. Them bitches was fighting the whole time just to stay in the game, and then they never had a fucking chance. Auburn had their number all the way around. So you know, as we like to say, Martin, what do we like to say about Sparty?
Fuck Sparty. I told you Sparty ain't shit. Now look, I told you Sparty ain't shit. No, but real talk, in this game, Broom just took over from the beginning. I mean, Michigan State had no answer for him. He had a double-double at halftime, but he ended up with 25 and like 14 rebounds. So Broom dominated the game. I mean, they controlled from start to finish. Hey, fuck Sparty. He got to go.
Then he went to the locker room and put a Willis Reed on their punk ass and go to the locker room, come the guy, look, with his arm all fucked up and shit doing this shit, to hold his arm with a sling, and he shoot a 3-pointer and make it.
Exactly. He shot a 3 and made it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sparty ain't shit. I have to agree. And Sparty's got to be the worst fucking shooting team I've ever seen. Like they couldn't hit fucking nothing.
No,
Well, they were terrible from 3-point line.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
They terrible.
Let's dig into this Florida and Texas Tech game because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Texas Tech blew this shit. They blew it.
Absolutely.
They had Florida on the ropes, up 9 with 3 minutes to go. They was dominating the paint and everything else, but it all went downhill. Them last goddamn 3 minutes. They missed 2 front ends of a 1-and-1. Then not only that, I ain't gonna lie. That boy from Florida, no joke though. That boy Clayton Jr. That boy, that boy caught fire.
Jr.
That boy caught fire. He had 30 for the game.
Yeah,
he scored 22 in the second half and scored 13 in the last 5 minutes. So that boy caught fire. But even besides all that, even when they were down by 1, Texas Tech was down by 1. These dummies, they controlled the paint the whole game. And Williams, instead of taking the ball in the paint, which he was killing them because he had like 20 points or something, he gonna go out and shoot a 3. They down by 1. Come on, man. Make this make sense.
Exactly.
These guys do not be thinking. I swear, these guys do not be thinking. They take some dumb shots. But they blew that game. And Florida deserves credit for coming back. But I'm gonna tell you something. They lucky as hell because they should have been gone. They should have been out of here. But hey, they move on.
Well, you know,
I would say this. I would say this when I watched Texas Tech and they flashed during the game, the camera over to the fucking coach for Texas Tech, and that motherfucker had a blank look at his face. He didn't know what the fuck to do. He's like, "Hey, it's like if you go inside his head, that motherfucker say, help me." He didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah,
so every man for himself at that point, and that's why they lost.
Yeah,
and they look like it. They look discombobulated the last like two and a half minutes. They just look out of sorts and just. Well, deer in the headlights to me.
It all started with them missing them 2 front ends of the 1-and-1. When they missed both of those, and then Florida came right back with both of them and hit 2 threes. Hey, they was done after that. They were done.
Yeah, the analytics tell you to shoot 3-pointers instead of the 2-pointers. So I don't know what the hell's going on now.
Well, they didn't.
That is dumb.
Somebody didn't get that memo to Texas Tech. Them motherfuckers playing the 2-point line. They both out here bombing threes and shit. Like what the only way you lose is you miss free throws, you give up threes. Like make them score 2s at a minimum. Don't allow them to just come down and shoot 3s. But some of those 3s were difficult shots. So
Clayton Jr.
I gotta give them that.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, I would tell you when you go through and look at the last game of the Elite Eight, the Houston versus Tennessee game, I would have to say while Tennessee is offensively challenged, I mean like you could probably lead them out on the floor by themselves and they would score 60 points. That's how bad they are on offense.
That's
true. And you take Lanier, and if Lanier ain't scoring, they probably score fucking 40 points.
Right.
So what I would say with that is, but when you watch the game, they couldn't get through their cuts. They couldn't run into their motions. They couldn't do anything. That Houston defense was probably the best defense I've ever, and once again, ever seen in a tournament.
Hold on now. You forgot that UNLV defense back in the 90s.
Oh,
which one? The one that lost to Duke? Or
the one that beat Duke.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I want to beat Duke.
Yes, sir.
I was there playing defense. They was a better team for sure. I mean, they had all Americans, but
the last thing I saw them defending was the hot tub with the gambler with the fucking the bookie and shit. They was out in the hot tub. They was defending their spot. Hey, that's my spot, nigga. Hey, no, hey, nigga, you gotta get out my spot. I saw them defending the hot tub with the gambler. So hey, we're gonna bring them up. We got to bring everything in, right?
No, but just to jump forward to what Rob was saying about that Houston defense. I mean, Tennessee is challenged offensively, but Houston been doing this all year long. I mean, they held them to 15 points in the first half. I mean, that's some hell of a defense. So the game was over at halftime because of that defense. And so that D is legit. That D is legit.
And I would say kudos to Samson. Samson, they've been there and gotten close multiple times and fell short of the Final Four the last 3-4 years. And good for them making it past the threshold and making it into the Final Four to be of the elite program. They really are the elite program, and they fucking proved it in that game. So, kudos to Samson. I take my hat off to him. And hey, I want to see what they do against Duke.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I'm talking about. I can't wait.
Me too. I can't wait for that.
I think this will be a good time for you guys to maybe talk about your Final Four matchups. You guys want to get us started?
Who wants to go first? How about the person that's last? Go fucking first. America, you know who that is.
Go right ahead,
You're
Rodney.
up, baby.
Well, I'm picking Duke. I'm picking Duke.
Oh my God!
With the -5.5, that's who's gonna be in the finals against Florida.
The Green Reaper is back.
Well,
let's go.
Well, if you pick America 1 and 2, don't you?
1 and 2
and 1B.
That's it. That's all you need.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You know them white teams.
After those picks, both of them teams is fucked.
You ain't
America, this nigga is 1 and 4 making his picks. So how can you pick all 4 number 1 seeds to be in the Final Four, but you pick 1 and 4 along the way? Like, hey, America, don't fuck with his. Hey, bet the other side of both of them games, and you gonna come up a winner.
I'm gonna tell you who gonna win these games.
Grim Reaper strikes again.
Let me just break this down. Who gonna win these games? Duke and Houston. Now, I'm gonna give Duke a little credit because they did make the Final Four, but this is the matchup that I wanted to see. You got your best offensive team against your best defensive team. I'm rolling with the defense. I'm rolling with Houston to take them boys down. They're gonna take Duke down, and America's team, I'm sorry, got to go. So
America,
I'm taking
did you
Houston,
hear that?
baby. Let's go.
So you put your money on it? You putting your money on it?
I'm putting my money on it too. My money gonna be on Houston. Yes, I'm putting my money on it. Yes, I'm putting my money on it.
I second that.
Yes,
I'm going the same way. You know, Houston defense, I think they're gonna have enough to slow them boys down. You know, I done had enough of this America's team shit. It's the time to ground this bird. So I'm going with Houston too. So they kick their ass.
All right, let's get Martin's second pick. Who else you got?
Florida Auburn. I'm rolling with the Tigers. Florida beat them this year at Auburn by 9 points. That was a very good win. But I think Auburn has this momentum going for them. And I really believe that Florida's been begging for a loss because Florida should have lost to Connecticut. Connecticut had them on the road, blew it. And we just seen what happened with Texas Tech. Texas Tech really blew it versus Florida. So I think Florida's been begging for a loss. And guess what? Auburn gonna give them that goddamn loss.
Well,
they going home.
Y'all better hope Broom ain't hurt then.
I ain't worried about Broom.
He still might be, that elbow might still be hurt a little bit.
Broom gonna come out and sweep their motherfucking ass up, maybe.
That's right.
Maybe.
That's right.
Maybe.
Auburn got this.
If he ain't hurt.
Got this.
I can't say my pick yet, but okay, Martin got Houston and Auburn. Q, you got Houston. Who else you got another game?
Okay, I got. Hey, I've seen enough out of Auburn. I done picked against them enough. They done beat 1A and 1B for me, so I'm rolling with Auburn. You know what I'm saying? That's the team that I think they're gonna kick Florida ass, and that's what's gonna be. You know,
you can't beat them, motherfucking join them, right? That's what you say.
Amen to that.
All right, America. You know what motherfucking time it is, right? America.
Team.
Tune in. Get close. Listen. Ride is up, baby. I'm gonna give you these hot picks for this weekend. I'm gonna start with the Florida and Auburn game. What I'm going to tell you in that game is conference rivals. They played a fairly close game the first time around. Florida pulled away in the end. I watched that game. I would tell you, I think sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good, they say. And in that case, and with that in mind, I'm going to take the Florida Gators to make it through because one of the things I think what happened with Auburn lived off the crowd. The crowd was hyped. Everybody was hyped. So I think when you take that away and you just have a regular playing field, it's time to play, baby, give me Florida. The Gators win that game going away and cover the fucking spread. America, put that on your parlay ticket, baby.
You got one right.
Or straight bet.
There you go.
Hey, because we're going to the window. Number 2 game. Now, when you look at it, I would say Duke plays hell of an offense. They're the best offensive team, averaging 91 points a game in the tournament. On the flip side, they play pretty good defense. Although I can't support them, and I'm not going to go into the hypocrisy that my boy over here Tweety did and call America's team because I got black friends in the family that would never forgive me, so I ain't fucking with that. So what I'm gonna say is this: Duke very good offensively and defensively. I think they put flag. And while I'm not going to go up in arms like everybody else does, I think Flag is a really good player. I think he's very versatile. But I got to go with the defense. I've never, ever seen a team play defense the way Houston played defense in that game last week. I think they can do that again. I think they're going to shock the world, baby. They're going to shock the world.
And people...
I'm taking Houston to win the game and make it to the championship. And we'll see who I picked to win it all. But I got Houston to shock the world.
I feel that. Hey, people be slipping on their 3-point shooters. Houston 3-point shooters. They slipping on them. They can get it done.
In the past years, the problem been with Houston was they couldn't score and they couldn't shoot that well. But this year has been their best shooting year where they had like 3 shooters that actually can shoot the ball and put the ball in the hoop. So
exactly.
This year, look, it's all gonna pay off because they're gonna send America's team back to America and they're gonna be done.
Next week,
that was done.
Next week, I want all 3 of y'all to come back on here and say America's team, the Duke Blue Devils, when they come into victory next week.
Hey, I'm big enough. I'm a big enough. I'm a grown man. I can admit my wrongs. And if Duke go through Houston and win this championship, I admit I'm wrong. And I give Duke their credit.
I think they're gonna hit the buzzsaw. I think them brothers, I think they want to take that America's team title.
Yeah.
I think them brothers gonna take care of their business and send Duke ass on packing.
But I don't know. Now, the only thing I disagree with that is they ain't gonna get the American team title. Not with Fat Brothers. But they ain't gonna get American team title. Not with Fat Brothers.
Fat Brothers and the black coach.
No, they ain't gonna get that title.
No.
They may be the only team that not to get invited to the White House if they win.
They gonna be called the American Thugs or something. They ain't gonna call it America's team.
Or Miss Trump may invite the other team like your girl did.
Yeah,
come along with him and shit, right?
Yeah,
right.
You know,
the losing team and shit. Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know that's some bullshit right there.
Hey, but that might
participation trophy.
That might be another story for another day when we get into culture a little bit. But my guys are here saying that they don't think that a black team is gonna get the same acknowledgement. We'll see after they win what America says.
That's
and
right.
we'll see what Tweety says.
That's right.
America's
Well,
team.
all right. I think it's about time you guys pick for the champion.
Our champion. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. You know why I'm gonna go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go first. Because I said in the beginning that Houston was gonna win the goddamn championship. And guess what? Houston gonna win the goddamn championship. Pat me on my back, thank me later. Let's go.
Negative,
right,
Ghost Rider.
what?
Negative. The America's team, the Duke Blue Devils.
He gonna get that shit out.
Because he don't even believe that shit himself. That's why.
No.
He better be happy living in the suburbs of Vegas and not in the hood. That's why. This nigga couldn't go back. I'm telling you.
Hey, I moved on up. I was in the hood.
I applaud you for that, but stay out the hood after this.
Definitely.
They gonna have a bounty out of your head and shit. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, Tweety. America's team ain't gonna win this. You know, it's gonna be between the 2 of the Blackity teams left, which Auburn and Houston. All right.
Blackity official word or what?
It could be not, for us.
I like to nominate Blackity as a word.
There we go.
On this podcast, it's a word.
Blackity. So, out of the battle of those teams, one of them just got a little bit better offense and a little bit more swag, and I'm gonna have to go with Auburn, guys. I'm gonna have to go with Auburn. I know, hey, y'all got y'all picks, but Auburn is who I like. That's what I'm rolling with.
Hey, I can't hate on that. All right, America, I'm gonna tell you, like I said, when I look at both of the teams, I think Florida, as Martin mentioned, I agree. They've been lucky to make it to this point. They've been down multiple times. They've had to fight their way back in order to get into the games and ultimately win games. On the one side, and on the other side, you have Houston that's been very steady. They've had a lot less offensive struggles than they had in the past. Better offensive team, but a supreme defensive team. I'm gonna say when I look at this, it's like when you at the club or at the bar late at night, and when you're at the club or at the bar late at night, when everybody's leaving out, the last thing you look around for is I'll be looking for me a cougar. So you know something, baby, I'm gonna get a cougar tonight. I'm going with the Houston Cougars to win a national championship, baby. Hey, we're gonna get this. Houston, Ralph Sampson, Kelvin Sampson, we're gonna actually win the championship this year, baby. Hey, Blackity is in the house.
All right, when you look for Cougars, I'm looking on the ground for some money. I don't know what the hell you looking at. I'm looking for some money on the ground. But
hey, you find a cougar, you got some money. if you get the right cougar.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
I can't talk about that, but hey, you find the right cougar, nigga, you got some money, baby.
Let's go.
All right, hey, that's it. Hey, America, let's see what happened. Just remember, you've seen it from the beginning. Go with Rod's picks, America, and this shit gonna be on and cracking like a motherfucker. It's on, baby.
All righty. Well, y'all heard it here first. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Hood Report Podcast. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought about today's episode. Do you agree with these takes? Do you not agree? We want to know all about it down below. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we hope to see you in our next podcast. Thanks so much, everyone.
Detroit, what up, though, baby?
What up,
family?